My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've worked thousands and thousands of cases, along with my team who has worked thousands and thousands of cases. You can find my team on at 777irs.com. You'll see me. I've done a number of TV interviews. I do these YouTubes for three reasons: for you not to get ripped off, because there's a lot of garbage on the internet with these fancy backgrounds, suit and tie, and people think they know what they're doing. Most of them are full of crap. Also, people making promises. At least you're going to know the truth from an insider, and mainly I inform you on stuff. I have been doing this so long. I really want to help the people today struggling with this issue. I wrote this down. I got to look at it because it was striking. Is stop being afraid of IRS. Don't be afraid of IRS if you haven't filed your tax returns. I've done this a long time. I used to knock on doors asking for tax returns. Here's the scoop and here's the skinny. Once you haven't filed returns, it builds up over and over, and you don't know when to get back in the system. And now you're afraid of IRS. You're really afraid of IRS, especially now when you're hearing all the tax commercials and you're hearing all this, and you kind of put this all to the back of the box. It's not going to work that way. You are going to have to file, but there's an easy way to get back in the system. You only have to file the last 6 years. There's an IRS policy statement, 5-133. You can look it up, IRS policy statement 5-133, that says you only have to file 6 years. We can actually go ahead and pull your tax transcripts, or you can too. Go to irs.gov. And there's 4 or 5 different type of transcripts. You can pull them up yourself. You can find out what IRS has on you, your wages and 1099s. IRS has all the information on you. So what we do is we just pull that same information up and we start preparing your tax returns. We'll have all your W-2s and 1099s. Now I will tell you this, we have a streamlined process on people that are self-employed, and most of the people who are going to call me are self-employed. We will have to do a reconstruction on your income and your expenses. We may have to look at your bank accounts. We may have to look at credit cards, or we just may have to reconstruct the records that you have for expenses so we can come up with reasonable tax returns. At IRS, that's many times what our auditors used to do, is do reconstructions on that. The whole idea of this video is to stop being afraid. There's an easy system. You just go ahead and get your returns filed and get them sent in. And if you're going to owe money after the returns are filed, we will go ahead and work out a settlement with IRS. Settlements usually end in 3 ways. You're going to be currently non-collectible, where IRS can't collect now. You're either going to be on a part pay agreement, or you may be able to do an offer and compromise. That's all I did at IRS, were hardships, payment agreements, and offers and compromise. So I will be able to tell you, once I see your tax debt, exactly how the case is going to come out, and then we'll be able to represent you. But stop being afraid of IRS. They're not going to bite. When they hire these new agents, they're going to be knocking on doors, asking for your returns. And if you're hearing me today, the one thing that I can tell you is start making estimate payments, or make sure your withholding is up to date. So when IRS comes out to you, it looks like you've at least made an effort to stay current. You can go to the IRS portal at irs.gov, and you can start making your first estimate payment today. But it does begin with just making a call, and for that, it's such a streamlined process. You'll be surprised how easy this is. IRS is not going to bite. They just want to get you back in the system. So stop being afraid of IRS. Get your tax returns filed, and you'll work out a settlement. It takes about a month to file your returns. It'll probably take another 6 weeks to work out the settlement, and you'll have this all behind you. The fear is overwhelming. I know it is. Over and over, I get calls from every kind of business saying, Michael, I got to get this off my back. It's simple to do. It doesn't have to be us. Call a friend, a company, whoever the hell you want to use. just get your tax returns filed. And start sleeping. Listen, if this video was good, give me a subscription. We thrive on them because YouTube wants us. And leave me a comment if you want. Happy to hear those. If you want me to do a YouTube for you, just let me know what it is, and if I can get it in, I can. Most of these videos I do come from questions I'm asked. I'm at 5:11. I gotta hang up. I appreciate talking to you.